Okay, kiddos, we're getting caught up here. We have our daily work, week 28. We're going to do the Wednesday and Thursday side today because today is Thursday. And then we'll be ready for our daily work quiz tomorrow on Friday like normal. This is the last time we'll have to double up, kiddos. So hang in there. We'll get this. Okay, boys and girls, it's Mrs. Meeks here with our Wednesday, week 28 daily work. We're going to look at the top half first. This is correcting the sentences, so let's get out our corrections. I'm going to look at the first sentence. Says, Ken and me likes to play in the snow. Well, I know that every sentence starts with a capital letter, so I'm going to fix that. I know that me doesn't look right. That would be like saying me likes to play in the snow. I know if it's at the beginning of a sentence and it's the subject, it needs to be the word I. So I'm going to change me to I, and remember we always capitalize I. Ken and I likes to play in the snow, or like to play in the snow. I think it's like. So we're going to take out that S, to play in the snow, and my sentence needs to end with a period at the end. It's a statement, a declarative sentence. So when I rewrite it, I'm going to rewrite with my capital K. Ken, oops, not writing. Ken and I, capital I, like to play in the snow. Period. Notice how I kept all my words sitting on the line. Capital letters were much taller than my smaller letters, and descenders, or letters that come down below the line, actually do come down below the line so that I don't mistake them for a capital letter. Next sentence, number 2. Them children skated across a icy pond. Them children, well, we need a capital here for sure, but I also need a word change. We don't say them children. We can say the children or those children. I'm going to change it to the. The children skated across a icy. Look here, I've got a vowel, so this needs to be an icy pond. Another declarative sentence, so period at the end. Now I'm ready to rewrite my sentence. The children, sorry, my phone's blowing up. The children skated across, boy, this doesn't want to write, an icy pond. Period at the end. Again, making sure that all of my letters are written correctly, sitting on the line, nice and neat. Let's look at number 3. FRI period, capital FRI period, is the abbreviation for what word? Well, when we're in school, it's our favorite word. It's Friday. A day of the week, that's why it's capitalized. So that's how we'll answer that one. Number 4, which words have 3 syllables? Is it A, B, C, or D? Now notice it says which words, so it could be more than one. Playing, let's tap it out or clap it out. Playing, that's 2, and we're looking for 3 syllables. Butterfly, there's 3, so it's this one. Saturday, there's 3. And messy, that's 2. So B and C have 3 syllables. Number 5, what is the predicate of this sentence? Is it A, the snowstorm, or B, lasted all day? Well, the key word here is predicate. Remember, the subject of a sentence is who or what the sentence is about. The predicate of a sentence is what does the subject do? It's the action in the sentence. So the subject, what the sentence is about, is the snowstorm. That's the subject, the snowstorm. And what did the snowstorm do? It lasted all day. That's your predicate. So B is your predicate. Okay, we're ready for the Wednesday side math section, my favorite section. Number 1, 16 minus 3 minus 5. I'm going to start here. 16 minus 3, I'm going to count backwards. 16, 15, 14, 13, so that I know this is 13. And then I'm going to do 13 minus 5. So 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So I know my answer is 8. This is called touch math, boys and girls, where you assign a dot to each point on a number so that you can count with your pencil. Number 2, 64 plus 9. Well, I know how to stack my numbers here and add, so I'm going to do 4 plus 9, or 9 plus 4 is easier for me, and I know that 9 plus 4 is 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 3 1s and 1 10, 13. Notice I'm going to bring my new 10 up here on top, and I can't forget to add that. So I have 1 plus 6, or 6 plus 1, which is 7, and there's nothing down here, so the answer is 73. Number 3, what is the perimeter? We've talked about this before, the word perimeter. Perimeter means distance around. So I'm going to start with one of these numbers, and then I'm going to add all of those numbers together, and that will tell me how far it is around. Now, I don't know if I'm talking about inches or feet or centimeters or what, but I do know that they are 3 units of something. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go 3. I'm going to count by threes. 3 plus 3 is 6, plus another 3 is 9, plus another 3 is 12, plus another 3 is 15, plus another 3 is 18. And I know, since I circled my number, that is where I started. This could be 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, or it could be 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 6, 18. Let's move up to number 4 now. I need to know 24 plus what number equals 48. Now, I know what that doubles fact is, but if you don't know, you can always take 48 and you could subtract this 24 to find the other number, which is what we're going to do here. So 48 minus 24. So 8 minus 4 is 4. That was more on top. No need to stop. And then 4 minus 2 is 2. So 24 plus 24. That's a doubles fact. Equals 48. And now you all know that this one is my favorite one, number 5. Word problems. Dennis bought a bag of jelly beans. There were 23 green, 41 red, and 15 black jelly beans. How many jelly beans were in the bag? So I'm going to do my cubes. I'm going to circle my numbers. There are 3 numbers. I'm going to underline my question so I can keep in mind what I'm trying to find out. How many jelly beans were in the bag? I'm going to box my keywords. And tells me I'm adding, and how many tells me I'm adding. I'm going to eliminate anything I don't need in this first sentence. Good to know, but I don't need it. Dennis bought a bag of jelly beans. I don't need to really read that anymore. Okay, now I'm ready to solve. That's cubes, C-U-B-E-S, solve. I know that I've got 3 numbers here, and I know that I'm adding. So I'm adding 3 numbers. I'm going to stack them up nice and neat. Math is all about precision and accuracy, right? You get tired of hearing me say that? I'm going to start in my ones place. I've double checked my numbers to make sure all my numbers are correct. 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 plus 5 is 9. Then 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. I've shown my work, and my answer is 79 jelly beans. Nicely done. Okay, boys and girls, we're ready for the Thursday side of week 28 daily work. We're going to get caught up here. And we're going to look at number 1, correcting the sentence. We're going to do the top half first, correcting the sentences. First one says, don't put the bird cage on Miss Bell's desk. Ooh, this one has a lot to fix. All right, so I know beginning of my sentence has to be capitalized, but this is a contraction, don't. So I need an apostrophe there because it's a contraction. I'm going to put the apostrophe where the letter is missing. Remember that when we talked about contractions? We do surgery, make our little incision right there, and then cut out the missing letter. Don't put the bird cage. Bird cage is a compound word, so there shouldn't be a space there. That should be one word. On Miss Bell's desk. Okay, the desk belongs to Miss Bell, so I'm going to show ownership with the apostrophe. It's her desk, but I need to make sure that her name is written correctly. So I've got a capital M here and a capital B here. And don't put the birdcage on Miss Bell's desk is a special kind of sentence. It's a bossy sentence. It's a command. But a command also gets a period, or it can have an exclamation. Depends on if you're yelling it or not. But hopefully we're not yelling that. Now I'm ready to rewrite my sentence. I'm going to start over here at the very edge, capital D with my apostrophe. Don't put the bird cage is one word, a compound word, on Miss is capitalized, Bell's is capitalized, and apostrophe to show that it's her desk. Why am I struggling with this pen so much? And a period at the end. Notice everything's written nice and neat and on the line. Number 2, are you gonna wash the dirty dishes? Well, I know that the beginning of a sentence is always capitalized. Are you gonna is slang, so I need to replace slang in my writing with the proper words, which is going to. Gonna is slang for going to. Are you going to wash the dirty dishes? Everything else looks good, but how's it going to end? It should end with a question mark. It is a question. So I'm ready to rewrite the sentence. Starting over here at the edge, capital A, are you, changing gonna to going to, wash the dirty dishes. And question mark at the end. Notice how everything fits right, nice and neat on the line. Number 3, find the missing word. Do we want loud, louder, or loudest. George shouted blank than anyone else at the game. That means out of everybody. So I'm going to use my EST ending when it's more than two people being compared, and anyone else at the game is more than two people. So George shouted, oh, loudest than anyone else at the game? That doesn't sound right. I'm glad I reread that. It should be louder. George shouted louder than anyone else at the game. So really we're just comparing George and anyone. Louder. Whew. Always good to make sure you read through it and make sure it makes sense. So louder is the one I'm going to use. Number 4, which words are verbs? A, B, or C? Verbs are action words, remember. So which of these words, maybe more than one, show action? They sang and danced all around the room. Is sang in action? Yes. Is danced in action? Yes. Is room in action? Oh, no. Room is a noun. All right, and number 5. Which of these words do I use here? Goose, geese, or gooses? 6 blank were resting on the lake. I've got 6 of them, so that's more than one. Goose is 1. Geese is more than one, and gooses is not a word, boys and girls, so it's 6 geese. Geese is the correct answer. All right, now moving on to the math section. Number 1, we have 294 minus 294. Now I could stack this up since it's a big number and subtract this way, or I can use my noodle, my brain, and see that this number is the same as this number, and I know that any number minus itself equals 0. I like to take that shortcut. Number 2, 53 plus 28. So I'm going to start in the ones place and I'm going to add 3 plus 8, or it's easier for me to go 8 plus 3. So 8, 9, 10, 11. I know that's 11, so there's one extra 1 and one new 10. Then I'm going to add 1 plus 5 plus 2. I'm going to do 5 plus 1 is 6, and 6 plus 2 is 8. So my answer is 81. Then down here, oh, we're doing measurement, but notice we're measuring in centimeters now. This is a pencil. I see that it's starting over here, and I have to look at how far it goes over. It goes over to here, so it is 8 centimeters long. Number 4, which is the most money. So I need to figure out how much money is here. 4 dimes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 tens. 10, 20, 30, 40 cents. That's 40 cents. 6 nickels. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nickels, and those are 5. Nickels are 5 cents, if you'll remember. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 cents. And 2 quarters. Those are 25. I don't know if you remember how to count by 25s, but it goes 25, 50. So this is 50 cents. So the question is, which is the most money? Keyword. Well, it's this one, 2 quarters. That's the most. Number 5. Here we go again. If one pair of roller skates has 8 wheels, how many wheels will 2 pairs of skates have? So if I have one pair of skates has 8 wheels, then I want 2 pair of skates then I need to know how many wheels that would be. 8 plus 8 is 16. So my answer is 16. And notice I showed my work. I wrote my math problem, and you need to get in the habit of doing that. All right, that's it for daily work. Get ready for your daily work quiz tomorrow.